Mateo, and we actually have some backtracking to do. But first, we have to go through the Diglett Cave for real this time, so we can get a certain other HM that we don't necessarily need to get, but it will make our lives so much more easier. Either way, what you want to do, you could put a grass water type up front, because you can only find Diglett and Dugtrio here, which they're ground type and they're weak to grass and water. So yeah, we're all, okay. So many random encounters. Whenever you hear like a stop in the music or a flashing or whatever, then that means that I was hit by a random encounter, and that was not fun. Now then, over here, one of my friends was actually playing this game a couple months ago, and he could not find the HM that we're looking for here. I thought it was in that house, and so did he, because they were talking about HMs, and there was the scientist type guy here. But no, he's actually in this house down here, and you need to make sure that you've caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon, and I've caught 40. So yeah. Wait a minute, I had 39 last episode. Oh, I got Squirtle right. So yes, HM05 is Flash, which will light up dark caves, which is basically just a really dark screen that you really can't see anything of. We're going to teach it to Pikachu, because I'm going to have at least one HM on each of my Pokemon. And Pikachu is the only one that can learn Flash. I'm not going to use Drowsy because I mentioned it before, however, I am going to carry it around just in case. Now then, we can head on back up, use Cut again. An annoying thing about this game is that you have to go to the menu and use Cut, not just talk to A, or whatever, talk to the tree and then you can use Cut. In that house over there, though, there's a trade of Mr. Mime. He has a Mr. Mime and he wants a Clefairy for it. In the other two games, he wants an Abra. So that's what he wanted to catch the other Clefairy for. And also, I just cut out the trek back to Vermilion from there. It's a straightforward path, so I just skipped it for you to keep this at least somewhat interesting. So we're going to do a quick heal, and now we're going to backtrack. You know, technically I could just say I'll meet you at Cerulean, but meh, whatever. We're going to go there on camera, although this isn't a camera for whatever reason. Yeah. There is that trainer to the left right there that I missed still, but oh well. You can't go into that large building because the guard is thirsty. Yeah, it's one of the worst excuses ever. It's compared to the gigantic Snorlax, it is just a horrible excuse, and I'm just looking for items because they don't normally have a random open field like that, but oh well. Either way, let's go through the underground passage and see if we can find any items. Continuously tap A! Keep tapping A! Continue the tapping of A! And awesome! Haha! I win! Got a full restore! Nice! Either way, we're almost back. And we don't need to heal our Pokemon or anything because we did that in Vermilion. Keep on wanting to say Viridian, but whatever. But yeah, go on through to the right now, and you couldn't progress past here earlier because of this tree right here. That's another annoying thing, where you accidentally choose the wrong HM because of that, or in this case, dig. Yes, I do have Pokemon with me. We have new trainers here, and we are actually on the way to one of the worst dungeons in this entire game. Pretty much everybody says so, and I agree completely. It is just absolutely horrible. And there aren't it's not like the puzzles are really annoying. In fact, it's the lack of puzzles. And it's just constant tunnels, and you keep on turning and running into trainers, and then Geodude and Geodude and Geodude and Zubat and Zubat and Zubat. It's pretty long, rather annoying, and overall very uneventful. So commentating over that's going to be difficult. And Diglett is poisoned. Actually, a nickname was suggested for Diglett. It was something like Hori, Hori, which apparently is the Japanese a word for dig, and is the name of Dig Dug in Japan. And I thought that was clever. I mean, if it were me, I would have just called it Dig Dug, but they went the Japanese route, and Diglett just fainted. I Who suggested? It was Green Bay Racer, I think. Green Bay something. Looking it up. Not even paying attention to the screen. It was Green Bay something. Gonna go cough. Every single time, I get a little scratching in my throat, and there's that. Green Bay Racer. Okay, I was right. Just had to make sure. There we go. Hiker. Not the best matchup, and Charmeleon's only level 16. That isn't that great. And by the way, I went back to the Pokemon Center to heal up Diglett, who ended up just fainting in one turn anyways. So that's one thing you want to be careful about Diglett. Don't switch it in for your turn. Otherwise, it will most likely get killed. I mean, it's really low HP, and defense will get it completely murdered. But now I'm just switching out Charmeleon to get some experience. And soon enough, we will evolve it again. Well, not soon enough, but soonish. He wasn't even paying attention to the battle like I was, although I was in the past when I actually recorded this. Is he going to talk about littering by any chance? No, he just wants to be the ultimate trainer. I remember in Crystal, there was that guy right around here. He was like, "Hey, don't litter." And so when I won the battle, I went to my bag and dropped a berry or something just to get back at him, because I'm evil like that. But yeah, as you can see, I'm using Gloom for the time being just because there are so many rock and ground types and stuff. Although Gloom isn't going to be on the final team. And I'm also going to use Charmeleon to take care of the grass and bug types, because Pidgeotto is level freaking 26 and has yet to learn a freaking flying type move. I'm never going to let Pidgeotto live that down. See, right now would be a time that Pidgeotto would be most helpful, but no, it doesn't know a flying type move, so instead we're going to have Charmeleon use Ember. And he's 2 levels below, but it still worked, and now he's only 1 level below, and another Beedrill, because the first one worked so well. Did about half. It's probably going to end up taking 3 turns anyways, or not. That's nice. And 2 level ups in the same fight. That's nice. And each of them with only 1 Pokemon. That just shows you how little experience it takes, especially at this point. Either way, we can head back down, so I'm going to go back and heal again. The tree magically disappeared, and now we're heading back again the 3rd time. But this time we're not going to go in a complete circle. We're actually going to go down here and head on up. Or fight this trainer first. Or check over here for an item, and then fight this trainer. And there was not an item there, by the way, in case you didn't notice. We're probably only going to make it to the worst dungeon. I'm going to need to find something to talk about then. God, that scratch in my throat is back. What the crap? I don't even understand it. Okay, then. So, another hiker with his same old, just continuous switching and bind. Oh wait, it's just one of those multiple turn attacks, or what? Was it just going too fast for me to notice? And Gloom is now level 26. Trying not to use Primate because it's level 28, although I am still carrying Primate around, I think. He's more a backup just in case. It's not like these battles are hard, it's just the fact that I'm constantly carrying weak Pokemon that aren't in my team, that I'm just carrying around to evolve. It gets rather difficult at points. But when you get into battles like this and they use Caterpie at level 20 instead of evolving it, then you should be fine. Let me guess, this Weedle's at level 20, isn't it? Yep, it's at... See, I don't get what the thing is with not evolving Pokemon. I mean, I guess they do it to make the trainers a bit easier, but I mean, even if they were evolved, they wouldn't be all that difficult, because more than likely you can just throw out a Pokemon that's super effective against it and beat them up, and it's just the AI is rather stupid in general, and they'll just use some type of auxiliary move most of the time. So I really do not get it. Except this Rattata and its Hyper Fang, that was pretty bad. Anyways, Diglett. We're going to use Gloom. Not doing the whole switch and... Oh, Dig. That's going to be bad. Actually, not really. Wow. That did very, very little. And we just absorbed it right away. Although it is wasting time by constantly using the Dig. So, there's that. Akins, we're going to use Diglett because ground, for whatever reason, is super effective against poison. I'm guessing because, like, if you bury the poisonous material, then it won't be as poisonous or something. I don't know, some of these things really don't make sense. Like, how electricity is not super effective to grass. I mean, in fact, it's the opposite. However, if you were to ever see a tree get hit by lightning, then more than likely it would catch fire, but whatever. And how... What did he call me? A little what? I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to think of another example. Another example... I'm brain farting here. Oh well, I guess. Sure, oh well. Just there are some weird type matches in this game, but oh well. Diglett's getting close to evolving. I think it evolves late 20s, early 30s, so it's getting there. I could talk about what I've been up to, but I'm trying to save that for Rock Tunnel, which is the horrible dungeon, so I'd have something to talk about. My god, Meowth. That did little damage, that's it. Oh, Payday. That's a strange attack that only Meowth and Persian know, in which it does damage, but barely any, and then watch. Read the message. I got 450 and I picked up 46. That picked up little amount was from Payday. Okay, so let's go searching in this pile of grass. Well, for one, we can find Magnemite. I think we can find one other Pokemon, although probably... Actually, yes, we can. But yeah, we have Magnemite here. It's an electric type. Steel wasn't invented yet, so it doesn't have that Steel subtype. Magnemite's a pretty good Pokemon, actually. I used it in Crystal. It has a high special stat and pretty good electric type attacks to boot. Moderate HP, moderate defense, meh speed, but oh well. Actually, I think it's pretty fast, actually. And now that I think about it. But because we already have Pikachu and because I used it in Crystal, I am not going to use a Magnemite. So yeah. And there we go. Magnemite was transferred, and yeah. And we can also have Diglett evolve at mid-level 20, so that's nice. So here we go. Diglett goes from one mole thing to 3. And they're angry. Yeah. No, there isn't another Pokemon that we can catch there. Oh well, I thought you could catch Machop in there, but whatever. Oh god, next part we're going to have to start the rock tunnel. I wonder if I can get it done in one video. I should be able to, if not been close. That'll be like the only thing that we do, but whatever. So, I will see you all next time for the rock tunnel.